Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Western Centurion channel. Today is Sunday the 19th of April 2020 and the time's just gone 10:15 in the morning. And what a beautiful morning it is as well. The sun is out, the birds are shining, and I've gone and locked myself down here in the garage to make a video. But it is a very important video because I just want to say thank you everyone. Thank you so much for your welcome back messages. That was absolutely fabulous and very heartwarming, shall we say, and made me realise how much I've actually missed this fabulous community over the last 2 years, and it's great to be back. It really is. I've got obviously a little bit more news for you. I had a phone call from my operations director, who is also my direct boss, on Wednesday to tell me that I have the pleasure of going to work this week, but as of Friday 2:30 p.m. I am being furloughed. Furloughed. Where'd that word come from? Furloughed. I never even heard of it until this well, shall we say crisis? Is it a word that was actually made up for now, or has it been around for a long time? Because I've never heard of it. Debbie's never heard of it. Half of my colleagues at work have never heard of it. So that's something to ponder on and maybe try and find out. But anyway, so being furloughed means I'll be off work for 3 weeks. 3 weeks stuck in the house. What on earth am I going to do for 3 weeks? I know. Make some more videos maybe. So yeah, I will make some more videos. And one of the videos is going to be of what's in the box. Now I told you I bought another loco because I haven't lost my mojo, have I? No. I have this. I haven't opened it or bar this little bit on the top. That's all I've done. And I thought we can all have a look to see what's inside and what it's like together. Okay, so this will probably be my first video, the unboxing of what's in the box. All right, look forward to that because I certainly am. The other thing is just to prove that I still love model railways, because I do, and I always will. Don't get me wrong, selling off my locos and rolling stock really hurt. That really did hurt, but it had to be done. Things are moving on in here. I think for me, for the better. It's going to hurt me even more when I start taking up all the track work. That is going to be so painful. Now I've got to find something that will ease that pain. And one of the ideas I've had is to revamp this. Do you remember Bluebell Railway? The little end gauge that I made? What was that? 4 foot by 2 foot piece of MDF. What I made for my dad. So it would fit in the boot of the car. I could take it over to him because he lived in Stroud. And he could play with it. I put it on the dining room table and he could play with it. Well, I'm going to redo Bluebell Junction at some point. I want to get that back up and running. Now it's been a few years since I made it. I've learned so much, especially about radiuses on curves, which I knew nothing about when I made that little layout. So that'll be one of the little projects I want to do, is to get that up and running again. And the other thing is I want to let you know about the Garden Railway. I think I've come to a decision on what I want to do with the Garden Railway. Now Debbie did see my last update video and she saw the bit about the Garden Railway and she dug her heels in even more. It's like, oh come on, please, just let me have a Garden Railway. And it's like, nope, you are not having a Garden Railway. So boy, I've got to work so much harder on that, and I will, because we are going to have a Garden Railway. And some of the comments that I left, particularly one which was like a possible what size to use, like 16mm gauge or was it gauge 1 live steam. Absolutely beautiful. And I had thought about live steam, but to be honest, it's too big. It is too big for our garden. So I think I've come to, well, no, I don't think, I know, I've come to the decision that we're going to go O gauge. That will be perfect size for the garden. It can be hidden a bit discreetly out the way. So Debbie doesn't see it so often. Although, boy, she's going to hear it because obviously it will have sound. So yeah, I think for our garden, O gauge is the way to go. And for my eyes, O gauge is the way to go. Perfect. So that's something else to look forward to in the future. I don't know when I'll be able to start on that. I've got to get the garden done first. I've got quite a bit to do to the garden, so I'll be doing that on my 3 weeks of furlough. One of the things I've got to do, oh well, because Debbie works in the butcher's, actually it's more than a butcher's, it's more classed as a farm shop. They've got a delicatessens in there as well. Oh, and they sell fabulous beer, local beer as well. That really is nice. But anyway, yeah, Debbie works behind the deli in there, and she is nicknamed Debbie from the deli. But anyway, obviously they get lots of customers, and one of the customers that comes in has an allotment, and on that allotment he has friends, and one of those friends has decided to give up his allotment. But on his friend's allotment is a greenhouse, a 6 foot by 8 foot greenhouse, and he's decided Debbie can have it. Well, not have it, she's got to pay for it. I think about £100 for this 8 foot by 6 foot greenhouse. And not only is it's a greenhouse, but it's also green, which makes, to me, it's a proper greenhouse. And that's something Debbie and I have really wanted for such a long time, is to have a greenhouse in the garden. 6 by 8 is quite big, by the way. 4 foot by 6 foot would have been ideal. But hey, I suppose the bigger it is, the more we can grow in it. So I've got to get a certain part of the garden prepared for that. Already decided that I'm going to build a small wall for it to sit on, just to give it a little bit more height for me, so I don't bang my head so much inside. So that's a personal project I've got to get on with. But so yeah, the two main railway related or model railway related projects is going to be doing Bluebell Junction and looking at how I can do an O gauge railway in the garden. So I'll continue selling off what I have. All that money will go into a little pot for the O gauge garden project. Okay, so look forward to that. That's something which I think is going to be absolutely great for us to do. Something else that's been in my head at the moment as well. I've turned the Echo device, or not turned it off, but put it onto mute. But since I've had an Echo device, I've been thinking, could you run a railway with it? Now, wouldn't that be great? Or would it be great? Well, probably not, but hey, you know me, I like to try all these different and weird things. So that's something else I'll probably end up doing, is how can I use an Echo device to power up a train, or maybe run a train on a piece of track. Got to keep this old noggin of mine going. So, anything else to talk about? I'm sure there was something else. Oh, yeah, that little video I put up of the barbecue, that I actually made for a Facebook page I belong to. And it was it was my first attempt at ever doing a brisket, or smoking a brisket on a barbecue. Glad to say it went well. It was long, I stank the smoke at the end of it, but that brisket was absolutely delicious. But hey, really enjoy my barbecues, and they're good fun to do. So I will love you and leave you. I've decided that at the end of this video I'm going to show you a clip of an incident I came to on my way to work one morning in, actually I think it was the end of March, 30th of March or something. Now when I go to work I generally try and find a lorry, pull up behind the lorry and just travel along at about 55 miles an hour. Mainly because of fuel, because I'm having to drive my Octavia VRS now after that little Peugeot was written off. And if I do 70 in it, I'm lucky to get 30 to the gallon. It's petrol, so I'm very lucky to get around 30 to the gallon. So if I tuck up behind a lorry, just do 55. I'm in no rush, I always leave early anyway. I can get maybe 40 to the gallon out of it, which is a lot better on the pocket. Now, even with everything that's going on at the moment, there's a lot less traffic on the motorway, but I still just can't get my head around why people are still crashing, why they're still having to drive so damn fast. It's unbelievable. And this video is just to show you something that I came across on my way to work in the morning, in the dark.
Motion detected at the front door.
There you go. Gotta love these echo devices. Right, so God, I lost my track of mind now. Anyway, yes, I digress. When there's an accident on the motorway, in the dark, you can't always see the carnage until you're actually on top of it. And that's what this video was. I consider myself lucky I was doing 55 and I wasn't like all the other knobs that are on there doing about 90. And as you'll see, this one guy in his little van was so lucky. So lucky. And I bet he shit himself. Alright? I'm just glad he survived and nothing, that we got away with it. And I think it was all down to the lorry in front of us who put his hazard lights on and moved into the middle lane. Now you can't see it in the video, but he was moving from the right to the left, to the right to the left, trying to slow the traffic down behind him. And for us, it worked, all by this one van. All right, so anyway, I'll say bye-bye, and I'll catch you again in a week's time with another update video and the unboxing of what's in the box. All right, you all take care, stay home if you can, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Yes, they are, very grim. Yesterday's figures showed that 6,500 people have died from the coronavirus. Yesterday alone, the figure for the deaths over the previous 24 hours was 838. Now that is the highest figure yet. However, the health ministry believes that we are reaching the top of the curve with the virus, because the number of infections are about 80,000. The number of people getting infected each day is getting smaller each day. So they see some cause for hope there, and they're hoping that very soon we'll start to see that daily death toll start to drop as well.
Guy HQ in Madrid, thank you. The time is just coming up.
Start to see that daily death toll start to drop as well.
Guy HQ in Madrid, thank you. The time is just